Just so you can...
I'm gonna cut it anyways afterwards, so it's not too big.
Yeah.
Just making sure I got everything, and I'd rather have more and cut it than have less and be stuck with it.
Yep. Oh, I get it. I understand. You do what you gotta do, son.
So Darkness, Redshift, Dreamcatcher. Oh, I'm curious. It's ZBT, right? Yeah, it's ZBT, okay. Also, Quell's got the about 150 MMR advantage. Oh boy, we're gonna see some really weird maps. We're gonna 16-bit is still there. Yep, that's what I was gonna say. 16-bit is there.
What? Sorry, what are they?
ZBT. Quell is Zerg and Surprise is Terran. Yep.
They're both diamond. Oh, they're masters too.
They're
right?
master. They're M2s, but Surprise MMR dropped to M3.
Masters.
It's 4,650 and 4,8 right now.
460 and 48.
Yep. 461.
460. Yep. I don't know. Okay, I'll just leave that like that. Ooh, I should probably put down the race for people. Turn, Irelong, Protoss, Havoc.
Oh yeah, they even got game art. Woo!
Trumpet.
I'm happy they got game art.
Trumpet was. Protoss.
Can you accept the game? Accept the lobby?
Oh, yep. Sorry, I was taking notes.
It's all good. Just making sure. Because everyone was there except you. I was like, we don't want to be intrusive or anything. Alright. So yeah, if you want a gun on my camera, you just gotta go for tree. You just click tree, you just double click tree, and then you're gonna be on my camera.
We've been pretty watching the same thing for the most part.
I think we're pretty good with this, but yeah, if you want.
Yeah.
It's really an option. Like if I'm talking about something you're not too sure, like if, example, I'm watching a fight or something.
Yeah, if you make a mention, I will keep it in mind for sure.
I mean, if we mess up our casting, it's our fault, and then we're gonna cast from replays. Alright. So, just don't talk until I start the introductions, and then we'll be good to go.
Yep. I'll do the top still.
Top right?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Top, yeah.
Alright, so we are going to be jumping into our games for the week number 2 of the stage number 4. Between our two players, I am JadedShard from the SCSwarm casting trio, and with me today we have...
We have Germi, number 2 in this casting trio.
Yes, and who do we have as our players for top right?
In our top right, we have the purple Terran, LastSurprise from Rise.
Yes, alright. And in the bottom left, for Team All In, we got the Red Zerg. We've got gotquail. This sounded really funny. gotquail. So yeah, we're gonna be casting this game from right now, stage number 4. Between Masters play right now, so there's gonna be quite. We should be normally seeing some build that makes sense. We should be not seeing some pretty good strategies right now. Curious to see what the players are gonna be bringing to the game.
Always hoping for top level cheese.
Top level cheese. This is what we want, right?
This is what I want.
Although we have
a personal thing.
We have a sad hatchery first, though. Sadly.
Yep.
The hatchery first. Is it gonna be a gas and then a pool? This looks like it. Oh, it looks like it really badly. Oh, I don't think we're gonna have any Zerg cheese. Do we have any Terran cheese? I don't think so either. And we have a CV Scout already, which is not too late. It's not like a super late. It's not a late CV Scout. It's just a pretty standard all around CV Scout. And we're gonna see Reaper expand. Yep, Reaper expand going on the way with the Reaper there, and the command center transforming to a normal. It's gonna be pocket expansion for the Terran player, being the choice. Well, we have the forward base for the Zerg player. Nothing too fancy going on right now. Just going for their normal openers. The forward base for the Zerg player really helps with the creep spread. It's a bit more exposed in the early game. However, it is quite rare to see the Terran player being super aggressive at that timing. However, if you take it as a third base, you may be in some trouble for some sort of pushes. Sometimes you're not gonna have your turret finished, and then you're gonna be attacked. Oh, and we even have the little Diva spray from LastSurprise inside of gotquail's base. Some friendly CV Ras.
Just a little poking around.
Yep, and we're gonna see a what seems to be not a 2-on-1 since we have the factory and the reactor. First from reactor aliens coming up from our Terran player. While we have the Reaper already rassing. Gonna try and see if he can pick up anything. Should normally not, maybe 1 or 2 Zerglings at most.
Yeah, some really good micro on those Zerglings, I must say.
He's almost losing one, but doesn't lose anyone, and then any single one of them. And goes for a Creep Tumor. Can he get the Creep Tumors? The Queen is really good at. This is really good control so far from gotquail. Both from the Zerglings and from the Queen, protecting the Creep Tumor first, and also going for the Zerglings being protected. So so far we're gonna see 1-1-1 from our Terran player. Probably gonna be opening up with the aliens, I suppose. There we go with the starport, and the barracks lifting off a second time. Gonna go with the tech lab. This might be either Ravens or Banshee.
Everything's still from both these players like super standard, so.
Yep. And we have the Overlords ready to go scouting really soon. Probably between 10 to 15 seconds, with the Overlord speed lining up really well right now. Gonna have the Overlord speed to make sure he gets every scouting information he needs and probably even gets out with it. Overlord's gonna start his move. Gonna go and see what he can find with this. The Overlord just gonna go look. Gonna find the Marine, gonna find the reactor factory, the aliens, and even sees a starport going on. Ooh, and we even have a fake out from LastSurprise. I don't know if you've seen this.
Oh.
He's showing the tech lab researching, but the tech lab's researching Cloak while he's going for Liberator. This is gonna be cancelled for sure.
Sneaky some mind games right there for sure.
This is some pretty nice plays I really like seeing. I hope he's gonna cancel it. I mean, he should really be canceling it. But yeah.
Hopefully he'll come back to it.
Exactly. But yeah, I mean, there's a various thing going on. Right now we're gonna have some lanes, we're gonna have some Billing Nest coming up, and creeps through. Oh,
Hellions and the Reaper are getting ready.
Really nice cancel though, but on the first Creep Tumor, the second one getting sniped off. We're gonna see him just go around with the Aliens and Reaper. Gonna try and see what he can do later on. Going for the third command center inside his base, not gonna risk 2 lanes or anything else like this. And he may finish the Cloak in the end. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's not a fake out entirely. Or maybe he forgot it. Oh, he's going for actual Banshee. Okay.
Yeah, no, Banshee's coming out. He's just supply locked right now.
So he just mind games me and not his opponent. Oh. I mean, I was played. I mean, as a Zerg player, I mean, when I see these kind of things, sometimes I get outplayed, I get mind gamed. When I watch GSL, I feel like, oh, I understand all these things, and then when I play, I'm just like, first degree reaction.
Exactly.
But gotquail reacting to these pretty quickly, getting already 3 Spore Crawlers. The Liberator coming across right now by the pocket base. gotquail not even taking his pocket base right now. This is the safest base he could take, and skipping on it. Oh boy.
Mention if
the Lings and the Alien run by. I think this is all going to clear up. Yep. Drops a stand and make sure.
At the same time that was happening, a Liberator was trying to come into the main, got pushed away by the Queen and the Spore Colony.
And then he's going to run into the 4 other Queens. Going to take some more damage on the Liberator. Nothing. It's going to be no harass actually working for LastSurprise so far. Not a lot of units killed. I mean, he's killed Creep Tumors and he's lost all of his Aliens and Reapers for not a single Zergling or drone kill. This is really bad for him right so far. Must admit.
Yeah.
I mean, Zerg's
he really needs to get some pressure on her. The Zerg's just going to go out of control.
He really needs to do something. So the Liberator is going to be sieging up, but as he sieges up, gets 2 drones and dies already. This isn't working really well for LastSurprise so far. Yes, he's getting his army without any problems, but he's not doing anything to the Zerg right now. And this is a big issue.
He does have a sizable amount of Hellions moving out of the main, and that Cloaked Banshee is moving across now.
However, this Banshee, I mean, with these 4 cores already in place and a lot of Queens, I mean, how many Queens do we have? We have 7 Queens so far. And this might be quite...
Yeah, the Spore coverage is really good. I don't think that Banshee's going to be able to do much. Maybe snipe the 4th that's going down.
Maybe try and get some drone that are transitioning. Maybe just get some little damage there. It's gonna be one Banshee going there. Oh, two Banshees, excuse me. Two Banshees are gonna be joining up. At the same time, we're gonna see a switch into Tor drop, double Tor production with two Medvacs in a way from the Terran player. Well, we have some more aliens to defend against Slings. As you said, the Banshees are gonna try and snipe out the fourth base. Gonna do some damage, and I don't think they're gonna clear everything out. I wouldn't see it in the Overseer's there. The Queens are getting a move on. I feel like it's gonna get some damage, but nothing really serious. Not too sure that's gonna pan. I mean, he's still trying, but he's gonna lose one Banshee, and the second one's gonna retreat right now.
The Overlord positioning he had there was really good. It saw the Banshees, I think, coming in, and then was able to morph in time and
exactly
move over to cover.
But we're gonna see some alien run bys by the third base right now. Some aliens getting up to 10 at drone right now. This is actually damage he was needing. He needed to do some damage and soon, and now he's taking a worker lead with this. Pretty good right now for LastSurprise. I mean, this is the good thing behind this is that he's also getting his own economy really quickly. The third command center coming down fast, and then just dropping it on the expansion and getting quite a big economy. But however, the Zerg has the upgrade lead, +1/+1 range, and carapace finishing up really soon. And the Hive is already done with the Vipers on the way for gotquail. So we're gonna have to see what the answer is for LastSurprise. Right now he's pushing up with aliens. Are these blue flames? These are not blue flames. These do not have any upgrades. And two Tors inside Medvacs.
It's quite a bit of Hellions to have without blue flame. I'm surprised that he doesn't.
I'm really surprised, considering especially since he has two tech labs. But I'm not sure how this fight's gonna pan out. With these roaches, these might be enough to just chase off the Medvacs and the Tors. Tor drops either good against some mounted units, or a big fight like these might not be too bad, but I feel like he would need to morph these Hellbats sometime soon, because otherwise these just die immediately to the roaches.
Yeah. Just the handful of roaches he has managed to push off that aggression.
I mean, right now, both players, I feel like both players are not too dissatisfied with just macroing up. Both players don't seem heavily intent on making a big move. The alien's gonna get picked up, but that's not a big deal. I mean, considering LastSurprise bank so far, he's not too scared of losing these aliens. He can reproduce them anytime. He's got like 1,000 minerals. It's not a big deal too much. Gonna go for the fourth command center. Gonna be ready to lift off.
Third player does have 4 Vipers on the field, all looking like pretty full on energy too. Oh, getting the snipe on those Medvacs.
This is really good.
That was huge.
I missed it, but I mean, you sniped the Medvacs with the Tors?
No, the Vipers abducted the Medvacs. Yeah, they were the ones carrying the Thors too.
Oh my. These two Tors going down, this is going to drop a lot of pressure from gotquail, and LastSurprise is going to need to do something, because if he leaves the pressure off, Zerg's just going to claw back up and get a lot of expansions, get his tech up. We're going to see the big Roach Hydra army, going to get 2 Spires at a time right now. They're going to be going to those Broodlords most likely.
Double
get into that late game. Yeah, I mean, one going to be upgrading and one going to be getting the Greater Spire, and then double upgrades after that. It's going to be pretty good. While the Terran's finally getting his upgrade, he's getting his Smart Servos for the Hellions and the Tors, getting the Blue Flames for the Hellions, and he's getting quite a big number of tank and Hellions right now. This is quite a scary Terran army, but the Hellions are just going to be running by. This army, he sees this whole army. This is a dangerous army. Roach Hydra Ravager.
Yeah. I don't know if he's got enough tanks to deal with it.
I mean, with the Vipers especially, all the abducts are pretty good right now. One of the tanks in front, not being picked off immediately, getting some shots off, but with the 3 tanks in the back and the Vikings chasing off the Vipers a bit, I'm not sure if he can just break through it. Oh boy, these abducts, never mind what I just said.
Though.
He's gonna try, and I'm not sure if it's gonna work out. Gonna get a second line of tanks up. Another 4 tanks being sieged up, and these are doing a lot of damage right now. Wait, did the command center just get picked off? Oh my god. He's just lost a command center. Alright, this is really bad for LastSurprise. Losing the 4th command center, this is gonna set back his expansion timing so far back, while at the same time gotquail is getting his 5th and his 6th base. He's gonna need to do some damage really soon. He's sending these packs of 4 aliens left and right, gonna try and pick up some drones with these blue flames aliens. At the same time, although he's still back on upgrades, +2/+1 finished, +2 carapace almost done for the Zerg player, while +2/+2 is about halfway through for LastSurprise. Not too sure he's going to be coming back into this. Pack of Zerglings making sure this 4th base is not getting taken, and this one's being rebuilt in the main base, while a 5th base is being built somewhere else. Right here, yep.
Yeah.
So,
handful of Hellions try to go in to do some damage at the natural, but get picked off by the...
Oh, one's left in the back and going to be seeing some damage. But there's a big fight by the 4th base of LastSurprise. Roach Hydra and Vipers. The Vipers are doing a lot of job. The Abducts have been really good so far from gotquail. But I feel like he's maybe pushing a bit too hard right now. The Galers have seen. I mean, I'm not sure. There's a lot of supplies in Vikings so far.
He's running out of tanks. He definitely could potentially go through it if he can thin out the Hellbat numbers, which he has.
He's done a really good job sniping off the units that are important right now, because what's left is you've got 7 Vikings in the air right now, and that's what's left mostly in the supply for LastSurprise. While most of the tank production is, he's really needing to reproduce these tanks, and he's not doing any damage to his opponent so far.
Yeah, I think if our Zerg player here maxes, he can probably push in.
That's what I think he's trying to do. He's getting some more drones. He's getting his Vipers back. Gonna go up to 6 Vipers total. Since he's got his 6 bases up, should be getting a pretty good economy. Although LastSurprise, what I would like to comment is that he's over making SCVs, going up to 95 SCVs off of 3 bases, including 1 that's mined out entirely, 1 mining out, and 1 well on its way. He really needs to drop his command center, but right now it's just being denied by these Zerg pushes. And I feel like this is going to be the story of the game. If he cannot mine from this base, he's got about 50 SCVs that are just dead supply right now because they can't mine effectively. And it's costing him a lot.
Oh, absolutely. He's even got Zerglings patrolling the other spot where he would throw down a command center.
The only I mean, this is really well done by gotquail, because the only expansion that could be taken by a Terran player is actually being the one he's pushing. So he really needs to do something, but he's gonna be abducting the tanks. Really good job finning the tank count. His opponent cannot get any tank count, and gonna be forced to cancel the planetary fortress, and it's gonna be a left off. Is it gonna get picked off again?
More abducts coming through.
This is played really well by gotquail so far. I really like his game plan.
Center's burning. I don't think it's gonna go down though.
I hope not. I mean, there's 20 SCVs waiting for the repair. If these guys forget to repair it, I mean, you should probably fire them.
Yeah, you need some new SCVs.
Oh god, that's gonna be sad right now. These SCVs are gonna transition before the command center. The Zerglings are just waiting for them. That's a big meal. Oh god, we're gonna see SCVs falling down.
Free SCVs.
These aren't upgraded Zerglings, but these are not upgraded SCVs either. So 5 SCVs getting killed. I'll be fair, this is not a big deal. Considering he's got 90 workers on 1.5 base.
Yeah.
But yeah,
using a handful of workers isn't gonna do much to him.
Nope. Gonna break down the rocks gradually.
Yeah. He's still continuing that push. The rocks are gonna help with the reinforcements.
Because I feel like he could do a bit of more work on his creep thread right now. gotquail, that is, to connect his bases. Because right now, LastSurprise has not been pushing or doing anything. And if he got creep even further to link his reinforcement path, that would be even better and more pressure for a turn player. But right now we're gonna see the army push up. There's tanks spread up everywhere though. I'm not too sure. But this one, oh boy. He's
got the Vipers for it, all the abducts.
He's doing a really good job. I'll be fair, I'm not sure if it's an effective trade in terms of resource efficiency, but since he's got such a big lead right now, this might be enough to break it through. Getting the big army supply lead, pushing through these tanks. Is he gonna get these last tanks? These tanks are just too far from the wall. And this now become a planetary fortress with a couple of units. I mean,
there was only the 2 tanks left on the other side of that wall. He just needed to push through, I think.
I mean, he should have probably tried to split up a bit and try to break down the supply depot, because it's the second time he's bumping on this wall and not breaking it. If he keeps on pushing it through this one and eventually breaks it, the next time he's gonna push through, it's gonna be empty, and then he's gonna be able to go right through.
Yeah, I think he's getting ready to make the transition though. He's got a few corruptors on the field now,
and he's got a greater spire on the way with the +2/+1 arrow weapons and carapace already done. +2 carapace on the way.
+2 nearing completion. Yeah.
He's missing +3 carapace for ground units, but that's for another day. For another day, not today.
Yeah, that's later.
Finally, Terran's gonna be able to take this base. It's been about time that he's managing to get this one. For the longest time, he's been trying to get it and not being able to. So now he's got these 2 bases mining and fully operational. He's gonna be able to get his tank production back up, his Viking production, if he wants. Although he stopped building Vikings since he's been able to thin out the Viper count. But maybe he should keep on doing them, because Broodlords are on their way.
That Viper count just went back up.
And this is quite his carry army with the Vipers, the Corruptors too, to protect the Vipers and clear the Vikings, and eventually transition into Broodlords with the Roach Hydra army underground. I really like this army from the Zerg, because it's a really cheap army underground to replenish, while just being supported by the Vipers. And now oh boy, This is such a great engage by gotquail, picking off all the tanks, getting the parasitic bomb on the Vikings, and oh my god, all the tanks are dying. There's no, they're like, I mean, there's still a couple of tanks. How many tanks was that? What the? I swear there's been like 20 tanks dying in this fight.
The abducts have been great from those Vipers.
And now we're gonna see these
cyclones.
These cyclones are gonna try and lock down, but I mean, the fire is just too spread right now. I think he's rapid fire targeting them, and he's not getting an actual focus on them, so he's gonna kill nothing. But even though he manages to defend, LastSurprise that is, I feel like gotquail is getting some really efficient trade, and since he's taking the whole map as an economy for him, he's taking a lead eventually, because look at his bank right now. 5,000 mineral and 1,000 gas. This is doing, I mean, what I'd like to from him is to actually switch into Zerglings. It seems really weird with the amount of aliens, but just even trying some lane run-bys at some point, just overrunning the tank's position sometime. And just, you know, getting rid of all this mineral that he's got, because he's got way too much mineral.
Or even just doing like a split, like throw the lanes on one side and put your army on the other.
Exactly.
One of the two is going to do damage.
Because I feel like, yes, he is taking good trades in my opinion, but the more this is going on, I feel like he's just, you know, it's been a pretty close fight, but the fights are getting in more and more into Terran's favor right now. Getting more of his upgrades, his tech is getting there. And now we've got 3 Cyclones going to try and do a run-by, just an expedition, just scouting around.
Just scouting around.
Just having fun.
Yeah, I agree. The longer this game goes on, the more the Terran has the chance to catch up.
Especially with how far
3 Cyclones.
They're going to do a lot of damage though. They're going to pick up a couple. They're going to pick up a couple drones, force the mining off, get a couple structures. He's going to need to do something, but I feel like he's just ignoring these and just he's going to lose an attribute for it. Oh, we're going to have a bit of a lag, and we're going to be back. All right. So we're going to have a pause because this is a weird live cast game for the podcast.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be on a slight pause because there's been lag with the players. Shouldn't be too long. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna just cut this part off the VOD.
Might as well.
Because I mean, this is gonna be a bit weird for the like we're technically casting from replays, and we're being like, well, there's a pause.
Yeah, we could cut it out. We have like maybe if we kept talking, it would have been a little easier.
But I mean, I'm not sure what to talk about. I'm getting really tired too, so I'm like. But I mean, it's not about like if we're talking or not. It's just like. For the old structure, it's supposed like it's all the other games were casted from the replays, and then we're gonna have like a live cast with a pause. Like, there's no pause in actual VOD play. All right, we're gonna be jumping into it.
Yep, jumping back.
All right, so we're gonna see the aliens trying to do some little harass on this base right there. We're gonna see the aliens getting some more damage up top. Finally getting the archery. Maybe you should have reacted faster, but the whole army's pushing right there. Oh boy, that's a lot of Broodlords pushing through. Oh my god, Broodlords, the Queens, and the Hydralis. This is a big army. Just oh my god, look at these blinding clouds on these things. Oh my god, this was disgusting.
But he needs some more. They're kind of wearing out now.
I mean, they're wearing out, but there's nothing left on the ground for Zerg. He doesn't care.
Oh yeah,
he doesn't care.
True.
He's got like. Oh, how many is it? Like 12 Broodlords? Oh my god, this is too many Broodlords. I feel like this is game over for Terran. I'm not sure how he's going to counter it. He's going for Tor's Cyclone Viking Tor.
He's got a bunch of tanks just sitting out the front. They're not going to be able to do anything.
Oh my god. Look at the amount of Broodlings that's running across this base. This base is just dead right now. And we're
He's
gonna
panic building a lot of turrets. I don't know if that's gonna help him.
Nope.
Not against brutes.
At the same time, we have a couple Hellions in the fifth base of the Zerg, while we have a couple of these
Cyclones.
The Cyclone. There was Aliens in the 5th, and there was Cyclone in the 7th base of the Zerg. Oh boy, there's been a. This game is getting really messy, where the Terran is the one trying to just scramble and get some little fights here and there, while the Zerg is like, I have this big army, you try and stop me. With 13 Broodlords, 5 Vipers, and 15 Corruptors, I don't see this being stopped.
He needs to push this advantage while he has it before Terran can get the Vikings.
I have no idea how this is going to be stopped. I mean, yes, there is a Viking count. The turrets are going to be good. I mean, the turret's goal is to do damage to Corruptors when they go for Vikings. Because the Corruptors are going to have to close the gap and go to the Viking. And then we're going to have to see the turrets try to kill the Corruptors. But right now, I mean, like, creep.
That Viking count's still really low.
It's going up by the minutes. I mean, he's producing... Oh, he's stopped right now because he's supply capped, I think. But he would have needed more. Right now, he's got 11 Cyclones, which I'm not sure what the Cyclones are going to be doing.
Really not sure. He's going to move up that spore wall before he goes back in.
Oh my god, every time these Broodlords shoot... I mean, this is like one big Broodlord, which shoots about 40 Broodlings. Oh my god, look at this.
Oh jeez.
Look at these Cyclones getting demolished by the tanks and the Broodlings. Oh my god, this is insane. He needs to drop some Branding Con and Inspire Drake's Bomb right now. He needs to use his Vipers. These Vipers need a spellcast. Like, ASAP. If he can get like a single spellcast, you think he's gonna win this fight. He's gonna drop the... oh my god, I think he's gonna win even then. Like, even regardless if he doesn't get him.
Yeah, regardless of that. He's got Queens underneath supporting it.
Yeah, the trench shoes are really good right now. He's trench using a lot of these units. But I feel like the Vikings are gonna get demolished. These Parasitic Bombs are gonna drop on him. And I think the Brutals are gonna kill everything. We're gonna have a GG from LastSurprise. Quite a brutal game we've had. Whew.
Yeah. Definitely a strong performance by the Zerg.
This was a really good game.
A lot of broods. That was a lot of broods.
And this is where we cut because we're gonna be jumping into the game. Wait, both these are playing at 330 APM. What the hell? Get me out, I'm not playing this guy. He's gonna smash me.
Am I missing the lobby thing? Yeah. No, it's already gone. Okay. I'll make my notes after, I guess. Game starting, eh?
Alright, so we're gonna be jumping into this next one. Alright, and we are gonna be jumping into our game number 2 between these two players. With gotquail taking game number 1 with a solid fashion right now. With really good pushes. Wait, isn't this the same map?
Really strong pushes. Absolutely.
Yeah. Alright, so, in the top right, would you introduce our first player?
We have, again, Rise's LastSurprise as our purple Terran.
Yes, alright. And in the bottom left, the red Zerg from Team All In. It is gotquail. I'm really intrigued to see what these players are going to bring out to the table this game. Because last game opened up pretty standard for both players. We saw some 1-1-1.
Standard. Absolutely.
All game was really standard. I mean, except maybe the super switch. I mean, I feel like this is standard if you got to that point. But for gotquail, when he got into that big economy that he got late game, with 7 bases and 90 drones mining, and fully mining, I mentioned this because at some point in the game, LastSurprise had 95 CVs and they were not working effectively at all. When he had 2 bases.
To get that 4th down.
No. But yeah, I mean, with this economy that he had, he could just transition to mass Broodlord Corruptor instantly, instead of transitioning slowly like we normally see, adding a couple Broodlords. When your army dies out, you put some more. He just went for a big trade with all his Roach Hydra, went for a big transition, and really worked well for him.
Yeah. But I keep expecting the all-in clan tag to mean they're gonna go all in.
He goes all in on the macro play. That's what he does.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what I've seen
all in on the macro, yeah.
This is all a mind game, this is all a cheese. And yeah, both players going for the same thing as last game. The standard is a standard builds. Reaper expand into against 17, 18, 17. Nothing too special for both our players. Although I'm really curious to see what they've gained as knowledge from each other from last game. I don't know how much they've known about each other in the past, if they've played against each other in other leagues on the ladder. But with this first game, maybe they've learned something from their opponent, and maybe we're gonna see LastSurprise adapting, doing something else, doing a bit of a change up. But
yeah, it's hard to say what he's gonna change up because
oh, and he's gonna get oh my god, did he just miss it? Hold on a minute. Hold on, is he gonna miss it? Oh my god, he's gonna find it. Okay. I was kind of scared that he would have missed the drone on the third base of this rig, but the Reaper finally finds the drone, gets the kill, and delays the turret by quite a while with this, because he has to send another drone. I like this adaptation though, because he saw the I mean, we were talking about adaptation. He saw the Ling and Queen micro from gotquail last game, and I feel like he realized my Reaper's not gonna do anything if I go there, so I'm just gonna go for the drone in the turret, and he gets it. So that's a pretty small victory, but it's still a victory nonetheless.
Mm-hmm. I think just putting any sort of delay on gotquail's play is gonna help him out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As we say, I mean, the higher you get into StarCraft, the bigger the small wins mean. Yeah. I mean, if the sentence made half sense, what I meant by that is really like, oh, getting the creep tumor. I mean, this Reaper is getting some really good wins so far. I mean, getting the creep tumor, the faster you get the creep tumor, the better it is. And getting the drone for a turn. I mean, this is really good, and I feel like it's forcing gotquail into something different than what he's planned. Going for a fast flare and a roach warren off top as a second gas. I'm really curious to see what he's going to do with it.
Yeah.
On the other side, we're going to see...
Still hasn't thrown down the third.
Nope. I think he's changed his plan. I mean, he was planning on taking the turn, and I think right now he's like, alright, you want me to play on 2 base? I'm going to play on 2 base. And we're going to see probably some Hellion drops from the side of LastSurprise. Going for 4 Hellions, then switching the reactor and getting 2 more barracks. So it's going to be bioplay instead of mech. And we have the first medvac and stimpack on the way. So I'm really expecting a Hellion drop with double E-base going down. So we're going to transition into the standard bioplay. While the Reaper, oh my god, this Reaper just getting in, scouting the lair, scouting the roach warren, scouting the 4 gases. This Reaper is getting a lot of information right now. But he's missing one piece of information. Oof. You see what I see? It is a spire.
Let me take a look.
It's a spire.
Right past that.
I mean, the Reaper missed it because he died just before then. But right now, this looks from LastSurprise point of view, this looks like a big roach all-in. Going off 2 bases with the early roach warren in the lair. But right now, he's droning up. gotquail's droning up, getting his 3rd base finally, and getting a Mule's Den. Spire. Mule's Den. Wow. Spire. Please, Zerg player. But yeah, I mean, this is something really unique that we don't normally see in ZVT. Mulus being really fragile and really weak to Marines overall, because Marines can just go so fast, catch him up, and deal a lot of damage.
Yeah, Mutalists don't have the health or the armor to stand up to a bunch of Marines. So.
No, especially for the cost that they have. They cost so much. Anything that he actually deals damage to them. And yeah, so far, although while we're waiting for Mulus, we're gonna see the Hellion drop moving around. I think he dropped by the 3rd base. Got denied a bit by the queens and then backed up and left. Realizes the turret is not even up yet, so he's like, something's going on in your base. What's going on? And there's 2 queens waiting for the medvac right there. And some roaches too.
Still gets the drop. Hellion's running through the mineral line. Gonna get a few.
Gonna get a few drones still.
Yeah.
Probably 2, 3, 4 drones. We're gonna get, oh boy, I mean, there's been up to 9 drones total in the beginning of the game. Wow, did I miss some? Not too sure, but I mean, there's been a lot of actions, I mean, with the Hellions moving around and the Reaper. And also, I mean, getting the information about the Reaper, the Roach count, the Queen count. And I'm pretty sure he saw the Spire. He did see the Spire.
Oh, yeah.
So
okay, that's going to be crucial for him. Should tip him off to build some turrets.
He knows.
Get some sort of defense
but
to deal with it.
Did he really see it and know it is? Because, I mean, he's making tanks, he's making Marines, getting combat shield +1, making a command center. He's not dropping any turrets right now. Just making more supply depot.
I don't know the hotkey to turn vision on and off, so I'm not sure if he managed to see it or not.
I mean, he saw the building, but I don't think he clicked it because it wasn't finished. It was in production, so I mean, I'm not sure what happened with it. But
gotquail might just think it's a Hydra Den.
Yeah, maybe he thinks it's an Hydra Den, maybe he thinks like it's a Spore Crawler randomly placed or something. But we're gonna see the first Mulelist pop out. 10 Mulelists off already off the bat. This is a pretty big number. Can deal a lot of damage to a mineral line. Oh boy, but the roaches in the middle of the map getting picked off, and the Mulelist. Oh no! This is really bad. Losing 4 Mulelists. 4 Mulelists already dead before they even do anything. This is really bad. Maybe the other ones are gonna be able to pick up the Banshee. Yes, they will, protecting the roaches. But losing these this first 4, what's this gonna do? It's gonna actually make sure LastSurprise is actually informed there are Mulelists in the map, and losing 4 costs a lot. So 5 turrets on the way.
That did tip him off, by the way. He's got turrets up now to deal with it, so the Mulelists aren't going to be able to do as much as they want to.
Yeah. Oh my god, and the sling slightly off place cannot deny the command center. Oh, this is sad. But the Mulelists are going to try and deal as much damage as they can, picking off Marines here and there. But you gotta be careful, because you can't lose them. These guys stay alive, because they cost a lot of his money and tech. You can't just lose them. Right now going for Bailing Nest, +1 carapace and range attack. Not too sure about getting range attack in Bailing Nest. Maybe he's got something plan specific. Maybe he's just the Bailings are just there for the wall or something to bust.
He does have a lot of Marines this time around, so maybe it's a tech switch to deal with that. Because you can see out that push out through the middle of the map. It's a sizable amount of Marines.
It's pretty good. Oh, and these Mulelists are going to be able to pick up a medvac, I feel like. Dodging out of the army, doing a lot of damage, and these players are really quick on their hotkeys and their control groups right now. Dodging out the army with the Mulelists, then getting some damage in the medvac, but then boosting the medvac out to the army. These players are both playing real well, but now gotquail knows there's a big push coming up in space. Gonna get a scan to clear off the troop tumor, clearing the overlords. Sieging out the tanks. This is a really good position for Terran. Pre-splitting some of his Marines already in the back. Gonna get flanked all the way by some Roach Ravager. Both the tanks are gonna go down rather quickly. And now we only have some Marines, but they're gonna clear most of these Ravagers out.
Corrosive Bile is doing great work on those tanks.
The Marines are gonna stim again. They're really stemmed low now. And these Roaches are getting lots of damage in there. I think he's gonna need to pack up and leave. Yeah,
there's enough Roaches to deal with that. They're just gonna bully them out.
And there's even like the Mulelist back, gonna be there, just there in the corner. Oh, he's waiting for him to pick up. Oh my god, this is a genius play by gotquail. Oh my god. gotquail playing extremely well so far. Waiting for him to pick up, and as soon as he picks it up, he just comes and snipes the med. Like, this is really well played by him.
Making those Mules worth that money.
I mean, these Mulelists have been really worthwhile. They've killed the Banshees, a couple of Marines here and there. They've forced about, what, 6 or 7 turrets, and now picking up even more units and keeping the pressure up. This big Roach and Ravager push, I'm not sure can be stopped. There's like 1 tank, a 2nd tank sieging up soon, a couple of bio, but if you look at the supply right now, it's double the army supply for gotquail. I'm not sure. Maybe he's playing too safe.
Down to the positioning.
I'm not sure if he's playing too safe, if he's being just alright safe. Because LastSurprise, just like last game, he's got 71 SCV right now on tree base, including the main that's mining out. All of his bases are oversaturated so far.
He might be waiting for +2 to come along.
I think that's probably what like gotquail is waiting. But I mean, I think like he should just be using the timing he's got, because his opponent's also on +1/+1. He's not beyond on upgrades or anything, and he's probably going to be either even. I mean, from his point of view, he's either going to be even or behind if he waits too long on the upgrades. Oh boy, these Mulet! Oh my god, the medvacs!
Another medvac pickup. One goes down, the other one gets to drop.
Oh my god, these Roaches are killing everything. All these tanks are going down. One last tank remaining on the third base, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. The army supply 4 times bigger for gotquail. These Mulelists have been doing their job right now, picking up full medvacs of unit, forcing like disorder and chaos. It's been a really well played game by gotquail, going for a 200 supply Roach Ravager timing push. +2 to just finish for Terran, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Tank sieging up, this is the last tank, but the wall is breaking down right now. Roaches are just swarming in through, the Marines are just going to try it. The boys are getting pulled in. I am not sure if there's going to be enough.
I think there's too much damage.
There's too much Roaches. I mean, he's just remaking more Roaches, he's recapping his army, and getting a hive tech even behind this. I feel like this is just the end of it. And
LastSurprise down to 25 workers. I don't think he's going to be able to come back even if he does hold.
He's dropped about, what, 60 SCVs died in this game. I mean, I feel like 55 of them just died now, and gotquail is going to win the game. GG call by LastSurprise. This was a really well executed game by gotquail. I mean, I gotta admit, these 10 Mulelists pulled their worth this game.
They absolutely did.
I was really doubting them in the beginning, but like, now that I see them, wow, this was insane.
Yeah.
Woof.
I thought that for sure the when they got scouted and the turrets went up, they were going to lose all their value, but he definitely made it work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
They
exactly.
ended up, I think, probably winning him that game
Yeah, I mean, this was a
with
pretty.
those.
Oof.
Yeah, those medvac pickoffs were
These medvacs, I mean, these full medvacs getting picked off were really good.
full medvac pickoffs. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, wow. And with this, I mean, being the winner match of the Group A Stage 4, gotquail clinching the spot for playoffs, and LastSurprise is gonna have to play another map to make sure to know if he gets to the playoff or if he doesn't. But yeah, I mean, this was a really well played series by both players. GG to them.
Absolutely, GG boys.